Gimme a Dahl-gone shield. Get it? Because I'm looking for a Dahl shield and they're all gone, apparently.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
So what's the task at hand?
Don't let the lads get the upper hand. Get a better gun today.
Aside from acquiring a shield.
First aid kit. You won't regret it.
I'll stash the stomper. Since if I need a power weapon, I have multiple options to fall back on. I'll favor this rifle for its greater stability due to its higher quality stock. First, my usual thing. I'm rich by the standards of level 16, but I want to get richer. Because at this point I can afford to buy anything I want or need. But I'd like to continue to be able to do that. Even once I'm, let's say, level 34. Oh, Atlas. If you were to build...
Hello, traveler!
Oh, this again.
There are new missions available on the T-Bone Junction Bounty Board.
Hello, Marcos here. I've got an opportunity for you. Come see me at my place in T-Bone Junction.
I can either pick up these missions just to shut them up, or my options are pick up the missions just to shut them up, or continue tolerating them. If I pick up the missions, it'll clutter up my device-majig here with stuff that I don't plan to do right here, and I don't like doing that.
Ooh, check me out. Oh, come on, get down.
See how much these cost. Don't need orange label SDUs at this juncture. Probably won't need orange label SDUs until Playthru 2.
Get out of here.
Don't really need a vehicle, it's just... yeah. And my very first revolver is a masher. A well-parted masher at that. I've always thought the 3-shot cylinder looked most appropriate on either a masher or elemental. do things in almost a robotic fashion, don't I? I hope it doesn't come across too much that way. I mean, I don't want to fulfill the INTJ stereotype too much.
Mine.
Built from the worst parts possible. And it's a white. But it's also an explodey. With crit bonus. So what's on my shopping list, aside from a shield? Elemental weapons in all elements. I'm going to need an electric.
And we'll give them our leftovers. Give us your poor, and we'll give them a job that might pay. Give us your weary, and
I'm going to need an electric for fighting sledge. That'll be some time from now.
it's hard to see capabilities with old equipment. Upgrade now.
Fire, acid, and electric. So this whole episode might revolve around trying to find a shield and adequate elemental weaponry for near future use. I'll do a circle of slaughter if I can get acid and fire. Or even if just an acid weapon, that would be fine, because an acid weapon, if it's good enough, by that I mean if it can function consistently. That's why I specifically want elemental revolvers and SMGs, as opposed to elemental combat rifles or sniper rifles, which consistently fail to impress me. But if I can at least get acid, then I'll be able to melt all the big tough scats, unless I encounter an acid scat.
You need a nuclear reaction to generate the 1.21.
But I don't recall if
My secret lab. Terror Pavilion. Yes, I like that one best.
level 2, don't insult.
Into experimentation. Maybe
See, what?
find parts for my totally legit.
If I'm level 16, why am I finding level 2? Level 2 garbage. And level 7. I thought this part of this DLC scales up to your level to a certain point on level 1, and I think it maxes out at somewhere in the neighborhood of, I want to say 31 or possibly 34. Which means that if I'm level 16, I should at least be finding level 13 stuff. Or a level 10 at the bare minimum. By my logic anyway. See that? Not adequate, because it's a combat rifle. Well-built revolver right there. So especially the barrel. Doggone it, give me a doggone shield. That's like the whole joke of this
Hello there, good friend.
entire Allegiance run so far. I've invested almost an entire workday's worth of hours into this Allegiance run so far and still haven't found a shield. Even though I know, I keep reiterating over and over again that I know level 16 doll shields exist. You shouldn't have to be level 25 before you're allowed to find a level 16 shield.
Hey, I pooped right where you're standing.
Dahl makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective, assuming you're strong enough to hold one of those lens.
They're not that heavy.
Firepower.
Tediore guns are said to be lightweight. Now, I think the theoretical weight of a gun in this game translates into equip speed. Or controllability.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TDR makes an easy-to-use gun.
But don't quote me on that. Even though Dahl specializes supposedly in recoil mitigation, if you compare come on, fly toward me. There. That way I don't have to miss out on anything. Not that they typically drop anything worthwhile, but who knows? They might.
Do me a favor. Would you buy first aid so that I won't have to fix you up later?
See, if this game had something like Clappy's Stash in Borderlands 2, then I could just take my level 29 brick and scrounge up or buy a doll shield, stick it in there for this character, and this whole nightmare would be over. It's not like that would be cheating or anything. What are my proficiencies? I need to combat. Yeah. There we go. Even in Borderlands 2, Dahl assault rifles continue to have low-capacity magazines. Typically no lower than 19.
Yes, feel it.
Which is... I interpret that as possibly ridiculing ye old M16, the way it was when it was first fielded during the Vietnam War. But they fixed those issues, and they replaced 20-round mags with 30-rounders. Plus, it was a bunch of idiots that made those decisions anyway. Everything that resulted in the ye old M16 being screwy, that wasn't the fault of Eugene Stoner or James Sullivan. That was the fault of moronic bean counters. Who should have been tried for treason. Would it be hilarious if I actually did level up to 25 before finding a level 16 shield? That would be both hilarious and insulting.
BL1 gun shoot more lightning than the next leading competitor.
I don't even think I've used elemental weapons, aside from electric grenades, so far.
Enough walking.
Do you think I should rename this character Dolly Dearest in reference to the movie Dolly Dearest? Of course, I didn't quite make it. Not that I would actually expect it to matter. Stub your toe on a tire. It just doesn't make any Dahl-gone sense. Pangolin shields available at level 16. Corrosive weapons available at level 15.
Nothing's a real doctor when you get my machines and their scary needles.
An ancient shield that looks like a Torg. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Don't settle for anything less than the best.
There, level 16 grenades, so that there's no excuse to not let me have a level 16 shield. Just being stingy for no reason. Oof.
Only by the best. If the vault is real, you'll be able to afford it.
Oh. Should I attempt traversing my way all the way to Sledge's safe house just to search for a shield? That was... Oh, you almost made it. Totally unintentional what I just managed to pull off there. See? Pretty good range on this Doomstick. Go ahead, jump. Oh, you're not... You're... I maybe could have taken out that big skag from early no. If I hadn't had to cock my gun unnecessarily. See how I was aiming at the flanks? Put that right there. One thing that going sans shield does for you is good range.
I'm really good at this.
It forces you to utilize savvy footwork. Loving this Doomstick. But I would trade the phony reflex sight for a blade. You notice how I went like this? Somehow I was expecting to miss, and then I was expecting the skag to continue sprinting toward me. Footwork. Yeah. So much better. Yeah, I don't mind a Type 1 barrel on a sniper rifle, but I typically prefer something... if it has both a Type 1 stock and a Type 1 scope, more often than not, it will underperform. Such a relief. Even though I'm still without a shield, fired off to the side because he was waving around in an unpredictable fashion. I was expecting him to be in a certain location. But his AI was savvy. Atlas. Not a good one, but... Oh, 2 Atlas guns. And that one has serviceable sights. I hate scopes. I hate them. I want iron sights on everything. More Bravo Lima 1 players would use combat rifles more often if 18 rounds was the lowest capacity. I guarantee you that. TDR, probably level 13, green, type 4 barrel, type 4 cylinder, not sure what body type. Oh, it's a level 1. Insulting. Level 4 Vladoff machine gun. Not assault rifle, not combat rifle, but a machine gun. I knew it would be level 4. Good parts, really well made. Barrel 4, body 5, and a good enough stock. It's a 3 or 4. For some reason, and it's probably not a good reason, all Vladoff machine guns that you find up until you get to, I think, New Haven are level 4. And if you're not doing an Allegiance run, then level 4 weapons and gear are completely outmoded at level 10. That has to be the result of some sort of programming oversight. Really enjoying this shotgun. Oh, I like my shotguns accurate. Dahl shotguns, you can always count on them if they have a Type 3 barrel or better, and they're level appropriate. This one has a Type 3 barrel and a Type 1 cylinder, and I don't know what body type. There's a red chest over here, but I have to aggro Mo and or Marley to get to it. It's over there. Ha! I was paying attention to those red dots. Scope just makes it harder to aim. All it does is it cuts off your peripheral vision. Surprised I pulled that one off. See, there's a Karate. So I guess that answers the question I pontificated to myself earlier. That's why I really want acid and fire. Before I mean, you can't expect me to run around here deprived of, even though I have all these good high power weapons, I need weapons, because you know, it's like a toolbox. Some of your tools, even if they're really high quality, great tools, aren't going to be suited to specific tasks. For example, look at that huge cactoid. You can hammer nails with a wrench. and it might do the job, but it'll never do the job perfectly because it's not optimized for that purpose. Even if it's a really well-made wrench. Tech 2, electric SMG.
Yes, feel it.
Maybe I should have chosen the Stomper after all. Oh, this barrel. Dahl shotguns are some of the most well-rounded, and so are Torg. Torg shotguns, in my experience, seem to have the best. That's going to be like a level 7, I bet. Called it. Oh, this does not bode well. So in my experience of all combat shotguns, Torg have the best handling characteristics. If you have a Torg shotgun and a Dahl shotgun, they are for the most part evenly matched. If they're assuming they're at the same level, say level 50 or 69 if you prefer. 69, dude. A Dahl one will always be more accurate. You know what? I'm getting bored. Getting bored looking for a shield. Where's the mission for... Oh, yeah. It was right there. My eyes just... I don't know what. My excuse is I need new glasses, I guess. My SMG would be good here. It would be better if it didn't have a structurally superfluous scope. It's accurate enough to warrant a scope, but the scope that it has is purposeless. Because exceedingly low zoom, like I always say, all it does is cut off your peripheral vision.
Really good at this.
Frivolous tactical reload twice in a row, just to annoy you.
Who needs a real hunter when you got my machines in there scaring
Oh, it's a purple panacea built from good parts. Best middle part, best right side part, and a good enough left side part. And not a bad price either.
Don't trade off beasties out there, and you'll be happy one for the next.
Aw.
Yeah. I made the right decision in keeping this SMG.
I'm really good at this.
He must have had something decent. Let's see what that was. It's a Tediore. I mean, Torg. It looked gray, but it was a dark gray. Tediore's light gray. That's always handy.
Stranger, please follow me. Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Check me out.
A lot of frivolous tactical reloads. He's doing the screw loose strut. What am I stuck on? Can I get anything that's on my list?
See what we've got.
But check me out.
It looks like a Dahl explodey,
Come on, get down.
urban explodey shotgun with a Type 4 barrel and a Type 1 cylinder. I should at least try it out.
Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Check me out, I'm dancing.
Iron sights are all you need.
Look at all this stuff.
But check me out.
If you need healing, step right up.
Still going to keep my other shotgun.
This price is available on all weapons and gear.
But I should at least try this one out. I'm expecting disappointment because elemental shotguns always disappoint me. If you have an elemental sniper rifle, let's say it's a semi-auto,
Ooh, but check me out.
and it's any manufacturer, it's not a legendary. It's any element other than explodey go nuts.
Come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody.
If you only get
Check me out, I'm dancing.
3 procs out of a 5-round mag, that's 40% inefficiency. Because that's 40% of the time you're not getting an elemental proc. When an elemental proc is what you want. That's unacceptable. Ah, but it's so satisfying when you do get one. Something he was... This is my Doom Stick. I still prefer the other one, though. I've worked in so many places that look like this, with mezzanines and such. Yeah. I prefer... Do you see how stupid it is to have a scope on a rifle that has no stock? Why are stockless rifles a thing in this game? It's insulting. In this game, if a gun has no stock, it means faster equip speed, but a decrease in handling characteristics. In real life, it wouldn't affect equip speed, and it would mean terrible handling characteristics. This masher will probably be the weapon I use against the Roid Boy. I really didn't want to do this with no shield. Says caseless on there. Whoa. Well, did I have the right weapon for this or what? And here I was worried about not having a shield. Well, of course I would miss that one because I'm not aiming because I have a scope on a weapon intended for close to medium range. Sprint! Move faster! I wanted to finish him off with a melee strike, but I messed something up because my adrenaline had overridden the strategery part of my mind brain. Gross. finger keys, or key fingers. Thumbs. I mean,
You should be able to get into the mine now. There's nothing between you and Sledge, and we're one step closer to the vault. I believe in you.
all right. Like a lot of people, I used to and sometimes still do get lost on my way back out of here.
Yes, feel it.
Scared? You should be!
Time to play!
Charge right toward me. Pro tip, don't charge directly towards someone armed with a master or shotgun. Especially not when all you've got is a piddly SMG.
First aid kit. You won't regret it.
That's the same one that was there before. Yeah, it's not going to be good enough. And I will favor this shotgun. See what the resale values are. And the one I don't like as much has the higher resale value anyway. Win-win.
As the solution, more bullets. All SMG
But
guns have extended magazines.
at least I got some use out of it.
The upper hand. Get it? First aid kit. You won't regret it.
I wonder if I'll find a doll shield or even a class mod. What if I find a class mod before ever finding a shield? That would be weird. And it's not like I'm doing a Jacob's Allegiance run. So we know that goes at least
Check me out, I'm dead.
up to level 10. I should have bought more revolver ammo. Well, maybe I can do that on my way.
Don't be shy now. Come on, catch a ride.
I'm not taking on Sledge yet.
Let's get some wheels.
I might be equipped to fight my way there. Fight my way through. Fight my way to Sledge. I might be able to do that.
Get your meds here.
But taking on Sledge himself with no shield. Besides, I want to do Moe and Marley, shot crystals, the whole shebang before I take on Sledge. I'll still go to the headstone mine.
Get your meds here.
That's a fairly well-built Torg shield. Fairly well-built Atlas shield, too.
Right up.
Same left and right side parts.
Don't settle for anything less than the best.
See, level 16 grenade mod, but you can't give me a shield of the same level. Dahl-gone it. That's going to be my catchphrase during this Dahl Allegiance run. Dahl-gone it. Not specifically the shield. Just any old time I feel like saying it.
Get your rope. Should catch a ride.
Let's get out of here. Enough walking.
Check the shops. Not a frivolous tactical reload. The gun only holds 3 rounds. Remember that time I found a level 19 Vladov grenade mod in that skag pile? No stone unturned. Well, occasionally I bypass things. It can be tedious picking over everything all the time.
Dahl makes guns for professional mercs. They're heavy, accurate, and effective, assuming you're strong enough to hold one.
Not a bad Malawan revolver there.
Don't let the lads get the upper hand.
Never mind its parts. A revolver, if an incendiary weapon is what you need, a revolver built entirely from Type 1 parts will be adequate. If it's Malawan, it'll be adequate anyway to serve that role. Even if not exemplary. What are you doing? I hate having a scope on a masher. Just like I hate having a scope on a shotgun. See, I messed that up because this has a structurally superfluous scope on it. Rip off. Rip off!
BL1 guns shoot more lightning than the next leading competitor.
That's pretty good right there, despite the low accuracy. I don't really need a repeater. I don't really need one of each weapon type. But I'd probably get more use out of that twin-shot repeater than I would out of this sniper rifle. Or rather, I would if it had the right kind of sights. I'm not spending money on a gun that has no sights.
Don't be shy now. Come on, catch a ride.
Everything you've faced up until now has been simple. You're about to face a real challenge in Sledge. Do not underestimate him.
Simple, except that I have had no shield this whole time. A sword that looks like Morty's, somewhat, and a buzz axe that kind of looks like Krieg's, except for the handle.
Did you know Shep Sanders in the air at Badlands has another job for you?
I'll go pick up those jobs.
Get you one.
Greetings, traveler! New missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
No, while I'm here, I should check the shops before they change over. Because who knows, what if there's a dull shield in the shop and I missed out on it? It would be like a splinter in my mind worrying about that. Which is a textbook melancholy trait. Class mod.
Step right up.
No.
The lads are the best armored mercs out there. You need something better.
Ammo.
It's hard to see new opportunities with old equipment. Upgrade now.
I'll go pick up those jobs.
Buddy, don't be shy now. Let's get you rolling. Ride.
Let's get some wheels.
Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
Oh, wait. Shut. I love this music. It really sets the vibe.
Sure is lonely around here.
Smart enough to run off.
Lad, you don't need to be a better shot.
I checked these already.
Shooting more bullets. Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines and their scary needles?
Two frivolous tactical reloads in a row, except that I'm using low capacity weapons. So maybe it's not so frivolous after all.
Come out, wherever you are.
When you gotta shoot, shoot, don't talk.
More loot? If I do.
I bet that's a level 25 Dahl shotgun. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. We'll save that for later. Barrel 4. Not sure what kind of body. Would prefer a Type 4 cylinder. It has a Type 1, but...
You better run. What are you, scared or something?
I predict that this so-called mission reward will be a level 7 doll. I might change my character colors. Her hair looks like it's green. Oh, should have shot one more time. Look. Pardon my non-talkies. Just didn't have anything interesting to say. Howling Defile. Here I am. I'm about to turn level 18 and still no shield. Yeah, I forgot I had this one here. Predicting a level 7 Dahl combat rifle. No, she's not a beauty. She's built entirely from Type 1 parts and is white label. And has a 12-round mag. There is precisely jack squat impressive about it.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using your Jacobs.
Check me out.
Now here's white level 2 with good sights. That repeater pistol from before. How much time in the shops? 52 seconds. Yeah, might as well. I don't really need to stash this level 25 shotgun. Chances are that by the time I'm level 25, now just skip 20 seconds, why don't you? I will have found a better Dahl shotgun by that time. Anyway. I should check that red chest in Headstone Mine.
Hello there, good friend. We'll speak again.
Elemental Dahl weapons? If you're not going to let me have a shield, at least let me have an Elemental Dahl revolver or SMG aside from Explodey. Don't need Explodey.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TDR makes an easy-to-use gun.
Sure, why not?
Can't ever be too rich, too good looking, or I will stay, kid, and you won't regret it.
Reasonably good parts. This is over-scoped for its barrel type, and this one is under-scoped for its barrel type. New toy! Can I play? I can watch the original RoboCop over and over again and never get bored. At least 2 Torg legendaries are references to RoboCop. The Violator and the Cobra. The Violator is a reference to RoboCop's machine pistol. As is the AJM-9 from Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, starring Michael Biehn. If you're one of my regulars, then you already know I'm a Michael Biehn fantard to the max. And this SMG doesn't really need a scope at all. All these guns with scopes, and none of them need scopes. And the one that has the worst scope is the sniper rifle. Oh, I don't need to keep checking those shops that have proved to be unreliable. They'll sell me a level 16 pangolin shield, or they'll sell me a level 16 doll bouncing Betty grenade mod, but they won't sell me a level 16 doll shield. Even though acid stuff became available at level 15.
If you find that your gun just doesn't hold enough bullets, then SNS
Level
has the
15.
solution. More bullets. All SNS guns have
That might be the
extended
max
magazines.
for this vending machine. Barrel 5, body 1, sight 1, stock 3 or 4, I think.
You can't ever be too rich, too good looking, or too
And I think that shop maxes out at, I don't know. And that's on Playthru-1. Totally different on Playthru 2 and 2.5.
This is where the cars live. Get you one. I sure got you right now.
Let's get out of here.
Should I even bother checking these shops here? I chose this SMG for its better damage per second. It deals almost as much damage per shot as the Bruiser. Drastically less accurate because this has a Type 1 barrel versus the Bruiser's Type 5.
First aid kit. You won't regret it. Always something new. Visit all our convenient locations.
If I amass all the things that I need besides the shield, then I will proceed even without a shield.
Enough walking.
But I need to be thrown a bone here. Always jumping out the wrong side.
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
That's actually not bad. I don't really need a repeater, but yeah, I'll pass.
If you need healing, step right up. If you want to get to the hood first,
Why use that if I've got a mash? Well, if I had, it's totally legit to combine, let's say, a twin shot repeater with an elemental revolver. Bullpup. I guess the accuracy's not all that bad. The damage per second makes up for any lack of it. Atlas shrugged off the doldrums. Get it? Because Dahl was in charge of Pandora before Atlas. Don't know what went wrong there.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast.
Not bad, not bad.
TVR makes an easy-to-use gun.
Also not bad, not bad. See how that compares to what I've got. Favorable. Because of the... Oh, look at that fire rate. This needs an 18-round mag. Barrel 3. Body 3. Stock 1. And I think that's sight 3, that scope. I wonder if the weaponry I currently have is adequate to break Sledge's shield. Look. Class mods have become available. And I still don't have a shield.
Going up to the vault? Better arm yourself with the best. All the latest and greatest in high-powered weaponry and gear sold right here for your convenience.
It's time for my pound of flesh! Better run, Merc!
Terrible reaction time on my part.
I'm dying here!
How did you even know where I was?
I'm really good at this.
Because AI, that's how.
Come meet your maker.
12-round mag. What's that all about? Tales from the Borderlands makes fun of that. I've never played Tales of the Borderlands. Tales from the Borderlands. It's not really my style of game. Some games I would just rather watch other people play because I like the story and the characters, but it's not my style of game. I think if any shop is going to sell me a Dahl shield, it's most likely going to be this shop right here.
Going up against a better-armed opponent? You need a better gun.
I should have brought my Stomper in case I decided to take on Sledge. I didn't really come here to take on Sledge. I guess the Bruiser might have been a better choice after. Relentless. Not relentless enough. This sucks. This rifle is trash. Almost got axed by getting stuck on scenery. But in that case, it would have been my own fault. Give me something I can use. Did that look like that? See, if this rifle had a Type 5 barrel, I would have made that shot. So disgraceful. I wonder. I should check the shops first now that they've changed over. Maybe I should have bought that. Well, there's a malfunction right there. What is your major malfunction? I should have bought that repeater pistol and sold this sniper rifle. It's just completely inadequate.
Needs a real doctor when you got my machines in there scaring me.
Too many low quality parts. Oh.
Can't ever be too rich, too good looking, or too well armed.
If you're gonna spaz out on me, you can go and do that by yourself. See if I can pull this off. Whoa! I might be able to pull this off. Cactoids. Now let's see if I can pull this off. Oh, no, I jumped too early. Now I'm getting impatient. I'm getting impatient mostly because I've gotten screwed out of a very basic piece of gear for far too long. I predict I'll find some level 19 thing that I can't use. It's made by, I don't know, Torg or
All
something.
this stuff.
Huh? Well, that I can use. Alright. If I wasn't doing an allegiance run, I'd have another base covered right there. Okay, I take it back.
Get your mans here.
Sell that, keep that. Sell that and that. Not relentless enough.
Don't settle for anything less than the best. Buy an Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands.
Intense prefix. That means crit bonus. If not for the skimpy mag, this would be decent.
Whether you are
See, I'm not just thinking about myself here, I'm thinking about what other people could make use of if they were playing the game differently. Now, should I stash the mash? I'll go for my power weapons. And that masher is just too good. No, hold on. Yeah. I prefer Bruiser over Stinger. I might as well sell this sniper rifle. I guess I'm just kind of holding on to it as a placeholder. I'll just stash it. It's just taking up space. Alright. Now. Now I have something I can use to take on possibly all of the Circle of Deaths, as well as Mo and Marley. Just a moment. No, I was just checking the time there. I think I'll go ahead and call it for this episode. Oh, wait. Change my colors. I don't know what looks cool. It's not a dull color, but it looks cool, so I'm gonna stick with it. on me. Quit it. I don't know what causes that, but I'd like it to stop. Yeah, these colors look cooler. And I have half a mind to change her name to Dolly Dearest. D-A-H-L-I-E space Dearest. But it doesn't really matter. I'll stick with Iria for now. I guess that means I should name a Borderlands 2 character Zerum. Well, still no shield, yet I have a corrosive revolver. So if corrodi, because Dahl shields protect from acid. So assuming that corrosive is the reason why they're not available at level 7. Since corrosive is unlocked at level 15. I still don't understand why you can't let me have a shield, Dahl-gone it. I have leveled up to 18, and I have acquired a Karoti Go Nuts revolver. Level 16, Karoti Go Nuts revolver. And still don't have a shield. And yet somehow I still haven't died to death. Well, now I'll just keep on going. Now that I have a Karoti Go Nuts revolver, I can take on Mo and Marley. I can take on those Circle of Death missions. If I can get my mitts on an incendiary SMG, I'll have it made. I might still be able to be a contender even without a shield. But for now, I'm a call it. So, catch you on the flip side and see you next mission, slabs.